ended up in Heroic, and he's been having some time, you know, to find his footing, but he's starting to find more and more impact. He's having a great tournament, had a great start on the CT side. As you see in this highlight package right here, he's taking the fights, he's swinging for it, and you know, when Nerds is playing well, that's a massive win condition for Heroic, and as you can see in this highlight package, he's all over the map, you know, aggressive, in your face, and swinging for the duels.
I think part of what makes Nerds come online in situations like this is the fact that the rest of his team's also matching his pace and speed, so he does what he normally does, and sometimes if he's alone doing it, there's no follow-up, there's no like people to play off of. But here, full trust in everyone else to come and thrive in that chaos with him, and that's when he's able to excel and do his best like we saw here.
Let's talk a little bit about the Na'Vi T side, because they do end up with 4 rounds, but basically none of them were back-to-back. It took them ages to really get anything going. What did you learn about that T side?
I mean, they did end up with 4 rounds on the T side, which is somewhat acceptable given how it was. But we can jump into round 11 because I think it's a great example of a lot of different things. We have it on the telestrator here as well. Look how early we are into the round. 1:43 left of the round. Alexi B is already out here in middle, creating a lot of chaos. And we just play out the clip right here because the pace coming in from Na'Vi on the T side was furious. They were constantly being aggressive, taking lane side, taking mid control. This time around, Tessus is being found early on. Na'Vi now have a really, really good position. Again, there's still 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the round. You have a 5v4. You have all the time in the world in order to calm down. Immer, again, look at his upward position. 1 minute and 23 seconds left into the round, Josh, and he's in this very vital position where you can cut off the entire map, cut off all the rotations, and you're man up. You know, if you were to freeze the round right here as an in-game leader, this is a perfect scenario for you. Yet, Na'Vi still finds a way to lose it by being a little bit too over-aggressive. Wonderful, we were after him. He's gonna roam around together with JL. They can't really figure out what they want to do. Dexter is aware that there's a possibility that Immer is pushed up right here, but as said, Na'Vi have all the time in the world. They have all the space in the world. They get to walk up on a free B bomb side. My issue right here is the man, not Immer right here. He's still in a great position. My issue is wonderful heading in for this duel right here. Not really needed. You know, you have utility. You don't have to walk in here. You don't have to walk into the one position where there can be an opposing player, and that's what he did.
Part of the reason why you don't want to walk into this is you have Imma in that red room, right? He controls the rotations. He can clear so much around the map. But what we need to note is they've walked into this site. This area is completely clear. What does that mean about the enemy's positions? It means they're likely in this spot. Now, do you need this kill? No, you have the advantage. Do you need this positioning? No, you have the site. The bomb's on the way. You can get that plant. You have that insane lurk from Imma. That's why his push is completely unnecessary.
And it was symptomatic for Na'Vi, you know. They came out playing high-paced Counter-Strike. I don't necessarily mind that call from Alexi B because they found a lot of space. They got into good positions, but the individual players, unlike Na'Vi and unlike what we've seen from Na'Vi the past couple of months, were not able to capitalize on a great position. And for me, that was what's symptomatic for the Na'Vi T side. The idea, the way they wanted to play it, it was fine, but they didn't have the fine product to end the rounds and gather enough, you know, their, say, favorable situations in order to win enough rounds.
On the flip side, tell me a little bit about Heroic's T side, because I think as you were out saying, you know, anytime we try and check in with them, with interviews, they're keeping their cards very close to their chest. Did this reveal anything for you?
I mean, we can see that they like to switch things up, keep that fast-paced tempo, especially though. Even Chad made that prediction about, oh, we're going to expect a tempo change here, and they're going to do a rush, A or B, and they did an A rush. They tried to, it didn't work out. You know, maybe one flash could help them, but Big got a, you know, just a smoke spray down. So we're seeing a little bit from Heroic in terms of not so much a super amount of depth, but right now we're seeing a weakened Na'Vi that wasn't really fighting back on all fronts. It was mainly JL, Bit, with a little bit of help from Imma, but the other two players were just non-existent for them.
Agree with that thought, Jacob?
I do, and it reminds me a lot of the old world. You said coming into this game as well that last time we went a final in Rio, it was a complete different lineup, different in-game leader. Katie was still back in the team. They kept the same DNA, you know, proactive Counter-Strike, moving around all the time, working in packs as well. You said it yourself, whenever Nerds is going out there seeking the opening duels, he's surrounded by teammates, he's surrounded by the pack, just like the old-fashioned way of the world playing Counter-Strike. So despite Katie being out of the picture, they kept some of the same DNA.
One new thing, or I guess old thing, that they'll have to be looking forward to. Just two. Now back to the map wall. That is going to be their pick. T-side start for Heroic. What should we expect?
We can expect something very similar to Ancient. Dust 2 is a great map for doing that hack sort of play. So you move 3 players together in a certain area, and then you have maybe people on the extremities listening, holding for info, getting that lurk time. But that's going to really enable them to move around short and at middle, get that information, get those opening kills, and then being able to pivot. And if they like to do a little bit of misdirection, they can easily do things with faking A, going B, faking those mid to B smokes, getting someone out to do some sort of fight towards B, then going in. Like, the world is your oyster on Dust 2 when you're a team that's as active as Heroic is, because the opportunities are endless.
And the other side of the coin, Navi, if I'm played right now, if I'm Alex B, I'll have a conversation with Wonderful. We're going to give you the ball as much as possible.
Yeah.
Without an AWP presence on Dust 2, you cannot allow yourself to play that map. You know, you will give so much space to Heroic, the abilities to execute on the A bomb side, to explode into the B bomb side. Wonderful needs to be present somewhere on the map, and luckily for Navi, he's been having a very
I'll wipe you all! I'll wipe you all! I'll wipe you all! I'll wipe you all!